Hey all you Fortnite fans, my name is Default, and today we'll be dropping in a Chapter 1, Season 4, 20 times. Courtesy of these fine gentlemen who have managed to reverse engineer Fortnite servers, allowing for people like you and me to play old seasons again. Follow their socials, and Project Era is linked in the description. Dropping into Game 1, we decided to go to Salty Springs, a location that hasn't been in the game for almost 2 years now, notoriously known for not having much loot, but a lot of people. In living up to its reputation, we were attacked off the bat, but were able to take them on, thanks to the 3-shot burst. One by one, we picked off the rest of the team. This person, using the overpowered tactical submachine gun, and this guy, using a blue AR. This player? Well, you can just say current did current. I got one shot off on this guy, which is enough to kill him, then went on to fight Andy VV in the late game.
That's Andy VV.
One by one, my team was picked off, and me being low on health made the odds against me. However, I got a lucky one pump off on this person, allowing me to live just a little bit longer.
What the fudge?
What? I only said a little longer. Dropping into Game 2, we landed at the remnants of Dusty Depot, a location that was only hit by Meteor not too long ago. Going into the divot, I encountered another player, who, judging by his horrible aim, was surprised to see me and I got the kill. I then went to save my downed teammate in the middle. Later I saw someone healing out in the open, allowing me to get an easy snipe off. We then made our way back to the divot, which would prove to be fatal since whoever occupies the divot in the endgame always stays on top.
What the flip?
In Game 3, we did a lot of looting back at Loot Lake before making our way to Tilted Towers, and I used Season 4's glider redeploy bug to confuse my opponent, allowing me to kill him, combined with the overpowered double pump to finish off his teammate.
Thank you, thank you. This is Andy VV.
Back at it again. We fought Andy VV's team before I got...
Oh, I just got railed. I just got railed really hard.
Later on, I found someone boxed up, and with Season 4's terrible turbo building combined with this player's ping, I was able to spring into his box and one pump him. My loot was top tier, but with my low health and people spraying from above and behind, I couldn't do much before dying to a rocket launcher. In Game 4, we hot dropped into Shifty Shafts, and I quickly rushed to save my downed teammate. Using the see-through walls that would soon be removed, I saw someone through a wall and quickly pump snipe comboed him. This game didn't last much longer, however, as without any ammo, it's pretty difficult to defend yourself. In Game 5, as I was firing at someone in Tilted Towers, Lawan server snuck up on me, but the Grey Tack being a beast took him out with ease. Then the person I was originally fighting pushed me, and I got an easy one pump off on him, then used that same pump again on his teammate.
Oh my gosh.
In the endgame, I got a clean rocket off on someone, then we pushed them and I finished him once more with my double pump. Things were going great. That was until the zone closed in fully and we panicked and lost. Off the bat in Game 6, everything went wrong when the one person I had communication with got eliminated.
No! No!
With that being said, I tried to communicate to my teammate to push shipping containers with me, but he hadn't listened, and maybe if my console didn't pop up mid-fight would I have lived to see the endgame.
My console!
In Game 7, I started out by double pumping my teammate's killer, then proceeded to push another team in Salty. None of it mattered, however, as soon the servers died when we tried to loot a chest near the Shifty Bridge. In Game 8, we started by perfectly syncing the fresh emote on Spawn Island, then made our way back to Dusty like in Game 7. I tried to bait my opponent by emoting in hopes that I could snipe him when he peeked to look, but I missed. I did tag him for some shields and knock his teammate, however. Pushing the knock, I once again used Season 4's glider redeploy bug to my advantage and confused him while getting some shots off in the air before finishing him and his teammate off. I then got another snipe off on another player who was healing out in the open. Pushing his teammate was easy as it was a 2-on-1 and, well, you already know how those end. For the second time this round, I got another snipe off on someone who was healing. Don't heal out in the open, you will die! Pushing him this time didn't end so well, as there was a team hiding in a box behind me, which I had no idea about, ending Game 8. In Game 9, we're back at it again at, you guessed it, Dusty Divot. The game could have gone really south off the bat, but luckily we both missed our shots, and I hit the last fortunate shot. Just barely, a player's body stuck through a porta fort, and I got a lucky shot off on him. Using my rocket launcher, I was able to crack someone, but he must have healed up. Still, I reigned supreme in the end. And while rotating tilted, I found an AFK default, which I almost feel a little bad for killing, but later on he gets his
What was
revenge.
that? Did you see that? I know.
My
I cannot
overconfidence
build.
did get to me in the
It's
top
so
10,
laggy.
however, and all it took was 2 good pump shots to take me out. Game 10 was non-stop action. From the start, I was attacked in the divot, but using my pump and AR, I was able to get him.
Got him.
And with a quick 1-2 double pump, I was also able to get this player out. Making my way to Tomato Town, I once again used Season 4's double shotgun to my advantage, and took out this player. And a clean 1 pump was all it took to take out the next. It was at this point that I thought my time in Game 10 was over. But the use of a pump and heavy spared me. Then jumping off and rocket launching and pumping Gav left me in a 1 vs 1.
I just beamed him. Got him.
For the last time this match, I used the double pump, and keeping my opponent in storm, I won. Skipping to the endgame in Game 11, I got a clean 1 pump off on this player, but you can tell by my reaction in this clip that I was quite frustrated when I was 1 pumped. Don't blink! You might miss Game 12! Skipping back to the endgame in Game 13, there was a team up on the haunted hillsill throwing C4s and grenades our way.
Oh,
I got a lucky 1 pump off, giving me enough health to confidently fire back at the last remaining enemy player, and with a little double pump, we secured the win.
let's go! Yeah, GG's.
In Game 14, I dropped in at prison by Moisty, a very highly looked at location.
Oh, I got a purple heavy.
I got a purple heavy shotgun for my first chest, but that was
He's
pretty
got
much it
shields
for the
out.
round.
Calling it right now. Game whatever this is. I think it's 12 or 13. I think it's 13. Game 13. Listen, guys, I'm winning this game. This is my game.
In Game 17, we landed at Season 4's new Risky Reels location. As we were looting, we came across Riddickly camping in the small roof of a building. Then hearing my teammate get beamed, I quickly rushed over and eliminated the player, thanks to the old AR's high headshot damage. As we were holding fort at the outskirts of Whaling, I was sniped, and Crimson was downed. I used my deagle to target the 2 players, but 3 shots of that wasn't enough compared to the 1 shot of my opponent's sniper. In Game 17, I was back on a team with Sithfish, and we decided to land at Fatal Fields. There was a player out in the open, trying to sneak away from what it looks like, but with only a few scoped AR shots, he snuck back to the lobby. Copying Daquan, I went in and 1 pumped this player.
Let's go.
Then later in Salty, someone was
Oh,
camping behind a tree, and I went in once again with my pump and cleared him out back to the lobby as well. Later, we found
There's
Skybasers
Skybasers
on
on
Fort
FMP.
Multiplayer, but we'll never know if they won or not, as we soon died of the storm.
No!
In Game 18, I was back on a team with Sithfish, and we decided to drop Dusty. Dusty was always a very popular place to drop,
Use that your name.
so it was with no surprise when I found this player healing in the top of a building. All good things, or more so good games, must come to an end eventually, and Game 18 was no exception. In Game 19, I decided to hot drop Greasy Grove, since my teammate disconnected. What's the worst that could happen? I was able to take on this player thanks to the double shotgun exploit. I got a clean midair shot on Uni, but when I tried to dip, I lagged through my floor, posing an easy target to hit and kill. So here we are, Game 20 of Fortnite, Chapter 1, Season 4 20 drops. We decided to drop in at Retail Row, and we were surprisingly uncontested for a time there, and made our way up to Dusty. On our way to Dusty, my teammate got involved in a fight, and I quickly rushed to help. Taking his wall still, even on 100 ping, allowed me to pump and finally finish his teammate off. For the last time of these 20 drops, I used the glider bug to my advantage, and rocketed my opponent, then shotgunned and killed him. Fast forwarding to the endgame, my teammate was knocked, and I got a lucky heavy shotgun shot through my opponent's wall, downing him before getting beamed by his teammate. Finishing his teammate for Siphon, I quickly healed, as his teammate pushed me, and with 1 good shotgun shot, I won the last game.
Oh!
So there you have it, folks. 20 drops on Chapter 1, Season 4, thanks to Fort Multiplayer. Once again, this wouldn't have been possible without Danny, Sizzy, or Mix. Join Project Era, linked in description, to take part in these public multiplayer events.